All right, you made it. This is the final installment of Lord of the Flies vocabulary. We're going to look at the words from chapter 12 today. These are the last 6 words that you will need to study, review, and read about in the book. There is a test, so make sure you take good notes on your definitions and that you draw meaningful drawings. Remember, you are always welcome to create your own drawings, but I'll give you one just in case you don't have an idea. So the first word on the list is excruciatingly. Excruciatingly. And you probably recognize excruciating, but by adding an ly to it, we make it an adverb. And that means in a way that is excruciating. So if he yells excruciatingly, it means he was in a great deal of pain. So let's say the word together, please, on 3. 1, 2, 3, excruciatingly. And say it once by yourself on 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Excruciatingly means in a way that causes extreme pain. So, for our artwork, let's try, let me get my marker in place. Let's try drawing a stick man who has his arm like this. And let's say he's holding his elbow. Let's give him some wincing eyes, like, ow, this hurts a lot. Maybe a sad face, open mouth. And let's actually have him saying the word, ow, because it hurts bad, excruciatingly. So he is expressing and shouting excruciatingly. There's an option for your artwork. Take a moment and finish your own. Make sure you have a definition too. All of these will be graded for pictures and definitions. And let's take a look at the second word. The second word is crepitation. Crepitation. Say it with me on 3. 1, 2, 3. Crepitation. Say it on your own on 3. 1, 2, 3. That's right. Crepitation. Crepitation, the meaning almost sounds like what it sounds like. The word is crepitation, and it is crinkling, crunching, crackling sounds. So I want you to imagine maybe somebody has a paper chip bag and they're wadding it up. The sound that you heard coming from the bag would be crepitation. Or if you were in the woods and you were hunting or sitting real still and hiding, and you heard something come rustling through the branches, maybe some snapping twigs and leaves rustling, those sounds would be crepitations. So crepitation is a crinkling sound. Not really sure how to draw this one, so I think I'm just going to make kind of a crinkled up piece of paper. Yeah, that's paper. And I'm going to write on the paper crinkle, the word crinkle. And why don't we draw an ear, well, a big weird ear that is hearing the sound. Okay, so this person is hearing the crinkle, the crepitation of the paper. Okay, so there's a piece of artwork that you can copy or come up with your own. Make sure you have your definition and your picture both, and we'll return to the list. The third word on the chapter 12 list is elephantine. Elephantine. And I betcha you recognize the first part of this word, elephant, and it is actually related to the meaning. Let's say it first. Elephantine, say it with me on 3. 1, 2, 3. elephantine. And say it once by yourself on 3. 1, 2, 3. Something that is elephantine is like an elephant. It's huge and clumsy and slow and cumbersome. A giant animal would move in an elephantine way. Elephantine means large, huge, clumsy, like an elephant. So for our drawing, why don't we start, whoa, sorry. And I've lost my pen, there we go. Why don't we start with the elephant trunk. Let's put his tusks on. Let's put his big old ears and have them flapping about. Let's put his big back and his legs and belly. And maybe put a rock down there. So, oh, tail. Can't forget the tail. And we'll just put on him the words huge and clumsy. Okay, that's what elephantine means. So take a second to finish your drawings and your definitions. I'll clear the canvas, get us back over to the word list. Pause whenever you need to in these recordings. The fourth word on the list today is inimical. Inimical. Say it with me on 3. 1, 2, 3. Inimical. And say it by yourself on 3. 1, 2, 3. Anything that is inimical is unfriendly, mean, and hostile. It can be a person's words. They might be unfriendly. It could be a person's face. Maybe the look on their face is inimical, or their actions. You could say they behaved in an inimical way. Basically, it just means that they were being unfriendly, they were being mean, they were being hostile. They just were not a nice person. So, for our drawing, I'm going to try to draw the meanest stick figure face I can. So we're going to put really frowny eyebrows with little beady eyes and a scowling mouth. And why don't we, just for effect, add some horns. That evil. Okay, so that'll be the face of inimical. Go ahead and finish your drawing and your definition. And I'll meet you back over here for the second to the last word, which is eclipsed. Eclipsed. Probably familiar from science. Say it with me on 3. 1, 2, 3. Eclipsed. And say it by yourself on 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Eclipsed means hidden or blocked from view. So in science, when we talk about eclipse, it's usually a solar or a lunar eclipse where the sun is hidden or blocked by the moon, or vice versa. The shadow of Earth will block the moon. So let's try to get scientific with our drawing. And I'm going to put one planet here, and we're going to call that the moon. and I am going to put it passing or hiding and covering up part of the sun. Eclipsed. In this picture, it is the sun that is eclipsed. The sun is being eclipsed. It's being hidden or blocked from view by the moon. If a really big man stood in front of a really small boy, the boy might be eclipsed by the man until he peeked out the side and waved at you. Okay? So he could be hiding completely behind the man. He could be totally blocked from view. So that is eclipsed. Choose a drawing, make a drawing. Don't forget your definition. Hidden or blocked from view. Clear the canvas, get back over to the list for the last vocabulary word of Lord of the Flies. And the final word is glamour. Now, a lot of people, when they hear glamour, think of like high fashion and makeup and lots of feminine, girly things, but the true definition of glamour doesn't relate necessarily to fashion and makeup. The definition of glamour is anything that has beauty, excitement, or adventure. So things can have glamour and be masculine as well. I want you to think in the book how they spoke often of, you know, the boys were overcome by the glamour of their circumstances, and a lot of time when that happened, Ralph would stand on his head. For example, it's exciting and adventurous to be on an island all by yourself, left to explore. Now, granted, some of the things that have happened with this bunch are not so glamorous, but in the beginning, there was a lot of glamour. The boys were good friends. They were excited to work together and explore. It didn't last long, but just the same. Glamour is beauty, excitement, and adventure. So to drive that point home for our drawing, we're not going to draw a beautiful model or fashion makeup or anything. Instead, we are going to draw a very glamorous yacht. So I'm going to kind of put the bow. I'm not great at this, but hopefully you'll get the idea. A really fancy big boat. Here's the flag of the boat. And here's the little guy who's traveling on the boat, waving high. So anything that has beauty, excitement, and adventure is considered glamour. Well, nice rails on the boat. Maybe a little flag off the back. Yeah, it's a big one. All right, so that's your last drawing. That's your last word. I hope that you do well on all your quizzes and tests. Make sure you study up. Just to review, your last 6 words start with excruciatingly, crepitation, elephantine, inimical, eclipsed, and glamour. There you go.